like point forward.
Yeah, take him off the point.
He Andre Karolinko, bro, and I ain't hating or nothing, but like, what he's good at is like playing defense, running a break.
Dallas Mavericks trying to outthink everybody, think they're the smartest dude in the world, and realize it's just basketball. I don't know what they're doing. They didn't even put Cooper Flagg in a position to be successful. He's not a point guard. He's never played point guard in his life.
Cooper not no point guard.
When Cooper Flagg made his NBA debut, everyone was watching. The anticipation was unreal. Every highlight clip from summer workouts, every small glimpse of his potential had built him into a legend before he ever played a real game. But when the season started, the story changed. His numbers looked flat, his efficiency dropped, and suddenly, the noise around him got loud. People online began calling him overrated. Some even said the Mavericks made a mistake, but there's something they're not telling you about Cooper. If you only read box scores, you'd think he was struggling. And to be honest, he is. But if you watch the games closely, you can also see the foundation of something great that is forming. The Dallas Mavericks are not an easy team for a young player to grow in. Their roster is mixed with veterans holding on to their roles and young players still trying to prove themselves. The spacing is often poor and the lineups are kind of messy. So far this season, Cooper is often asked to be the primary ball handler, running the offense like a point guard, which is something he's never done. And other nights, he slides into the wing and tries to fit into lineups that have little rhythm or chemistry. For most rookies, this situation would bury them, but Cooper has managed to stay composed and productive in small ways that matter. He's already shown a rare level of control for someone his age. His understanding of spacing and timing is impressive. He sees defenders moving before they move. He knows where the next pass should go before the defense even reacts. There was a play early in the season against the Raptors that showed exactly who he is as a playmaker. Two defenders trapped him near the top of the key, and before either one could cut off his driver lane, he slipped a pass to the short corner to Klay Thompson for an open look. It was calm, simple, and fast. He made the read instantly. Those are the kind of plays that separate potential stars from average rookies. Cooper's not a highlight passer who tries to force no-look assists or behind-the-back moves. He plays with purpose. Every pass has intention. He can find the open man because he understands and he's learning how defenses shift and rotate. That kind of processing speed is rare, even for veterans. The Mavericks have thrown him into difficult offensive lineups with limited spacing and little off-ball movement. But Cooper still creates open shots for his teammates. That alone says a lot about his maturity as a player. He's not the kind of rookie who hides in the corner or who plays scared. He's constantly scanning, constantly reading, always trying to make the right decision. The problem right now is not his reads, it is his finishing. He gets to the rim easily but often fails to convert. Sometimes he drives left, spins back right, and loses his balance. Other times he overthinks and takes a soft layup when he could go up strong. And most people will call these signs of weaknesses, but they're not. They're signs of adjustments. He's still learning how to absorb contact from NBA defenders and how to use his athleticism under control. And the athleticism thing is real. There's nothing sneaky about it. When Cooper has a lane, he explodes. He has already thrown down dunks in transition that make you realize how much pop he has. He can spin, keep his dribble alive, and finish with power. What he needs now, though, is balance. Once he learns to go up strong off 2 feet and finish through contact, those missed layups will turn into easy baskets. The jump shot is the other area where people are literally overreacting. And to be fair, the percentages are bad, but the process is not. The NBA's new tracking data actually shows that based on the quality of his looks, Cooper should be shooting closer to 34% from 3 instead of the 28% he is right now. That tells you the shots are good, they're just not falling yet. It is also worth remembering that this is not new for him. He started slow at Duke as well. The rhythm came later, and once it did, everything opened up. You could already see glimpses of the same rhythm starting to return. When he takes shots in rhythm, when he doesn't hesitate, his form looks smooth and natural. The misses are consistent, which means the mechanics are sound. It is only a matter of confidence and repetition before they start to drop. What people often forget is that the NBA is as much about contacts as it is about talent. Cooper is being asked to do things most rookies are never asked to do, let alone him doing it for the very first time. He is initiating offense, running pick and rolls, and creating for teammates in a lineup that is still figuring out who they are. He has already shown that he can handle the ball, protect it under pressure, and make quick reads against NBA defenses. Those are the hardest skills to develop. Defensively, his learning curve is clear, but so is his effort. Like most rookies, he sometimes rotates late or loses track of his man when the ball swings, but he also makes plays that show just how quickly he processes mistakes. When he gets beat, he recovers. When he's chasing shooters through screens, he uses his height and length to contest. When he locks in, he can disrupt entire possessions just by being active. The point of attack defense will take time, especially when he's guarding quicker guards, but the physical tools are all there. His lateral movement, strength, and timing will only improve with more experience. It's easy to look at the numbers and say he's struggling, but that ignores the reality of what Dallas is doing with him. He is being stretched, tested, and forced to learn everything at once. His turnovers are higher when he plays point guard, but that's because he's touching the ball on nearly every possession. And even then, his decision making holds up better than you'd expect. He's already showing that he can handle heavy minutes, high responsibility, and the kind of pressure that breaks most rookies. When you step back and look at the big picture, it becomes clear Cooper is not failing, he's developing. His efficiency numbers will rise as his shot starts to fall, and when his finishing starts to catch up with his vision. His defense will sharpen as he gains experience. The parts that matter most are already in place. Cooper Flagg is not a project. He's a player growing into his role faster than most people realize. Through the first quarter or so of his rookie season, Cooper Flagg's numbers do not jump off the page, but they tell an honest story of a young player finding his rhythm in real time. He is averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game, while shooting 42% from the field and about 28 to 29% from 3. Those numbers look modest next to the stars he is constantly compared to, but when you look at how he's being used, they start to mean something different. Flagg is already handling nearly 24% of Dallas's offensive possessions, the highest usage rate among all rookies in his class. What that simply means is he's not just standing in the corner waiting for open looks. He is initiating offense, running pick and rolls, and constantly touching the ball in live action situations. For a teenager playing against grown men who have been in the league for years, that workload is intense. Yet, he continues to make positive plays and shows the poise of a player who understands the bigger picture. His passing, in my opinion, is one of the most impressive parts of his game so far. I didn't think he had this in his arsenal. According to Synergy Sports tracking data, Flagg ranks in the 78th percentile among forwards in potential assists per 36 minutes. And that stat matters because it shows that even when his own shots are not falling, he is creating quality looks for others. He has a knack for seeking the weak side rotation and hitting shooters in rhythm. That kind of processing speed is rare for rookies, especially those coming straight out of college, especially for an 18-year-old who's never played the point guard position. Another area where Flagg has quietly excelled is rebounding. His defensive rebounding percentage sits just over 17%, which is elite for a small forward. He tracks the ball well, times his jumps perfectly, and understands how to use his body to shield opponents. That skill has helped Dallas keep pace in games where their bigs have struggled. It also shows how well-rounded his game already is. He is not just an offensive player. He is involved in every part of the floor. Offensively, his shot selection is evolving. In the first week or so, he was taking too many contested mid-range jump shots, often fading away instead of going straight up. But over the last couple of weeks, more than 60% of his shots are now coming either at the rim or from beyond the arc, which is exactly where modern offenses want their shots. That shift alone shows how quickly he's learning. When you watch him closely, it is clear that Cooper Flagg is not trying to chase stats or force highlights. He's playing with structure. He values good possessions. His tempo is calm and deliberate. That kind of maturity is what makes his long-term potential so exciting. Defensively, he's already showing flashes of elite two-way ability. His defensive box plus minus currently sits at a plus 0.8, which is impressive for a rookie playing heavy minutes on a team with inconsistent defensive effort. He averages 1 block and 1 steal per game, numbers that show his timing and anticipation. He closes out hard on shooters without overcommitting, and he's already learning how to use his wingspan to disrupt passing lanes. His instincts are what make him different. He is constantly reading the game one step ahead. When a screen comes, he angles his body to cut off both options. When he gets switched on the smaller guards, he doesn't panic. He uses his length and forces them into tough pull-up shots. These are not flashy defensive plays, but they're winning ones. Of course, the offense still has its rough patches. His shooting form is consistent, but slightly mechanical. His release is a bit slow, which gives defenders time to recover. The Mavericks coaching staff has been working with him on quickening his trigger and improving his balance on catch and shoot threes. Over the last few games, These adjustments are starting to show. His three-point percentage has jumped to 35% over this small stretch, and his free throw percentage has climbed to 79% as well. After sitting in the mid-60s the first few games of the season, that kind of improvement in such a short time speaks volumes about his work ethic. Players who care about development make small, visible progress like that month by month. His on and off numbers are also encouraging. When Flagg is on the floor, Dallas' offensive rating improved by nearly 7 points per 100 possessions. That stat shows his impact goes far beyond scoring. The ball moves better when he plays. The spacing opens up. The team assist rate jumps from 57% to nearly 65% with him in the lineup. It is the kind of difference you usually see from experienced playmakers, not rookies who've never played the point guard position. Another important part of his game is his transition play. He is already one of the best young players in the league at turning defense into offense. When he grabs a rebound, he immediately looks up the floor. He can push the ball himself, make the outlet pass, or pull up for a jumper if the lane opens up. So far, he's averaging about 1.2 points per possession in transition, ranking in the 86th percentile among forwards according to Cleaning the Glass. That means he's not just fast, he's efficient when the game speeds up. If you compare his rookie numbers to other elite wings at the same stage of their careers, their parallels are clear. Jason Tatum averaged 13 points on 47% shooting as a rookie. Paul George averaged 7 points while learning how to handle NBA defenses. Cooper Flagg is right in that mix statistically, but the key difference is that he's already had a much larger role than any of them did in their first season. It is also important to consider how much attention he already draws from opposing defenses. He faces double teams on nearly 14% of his offensive possessions, the highest rate among all rookies this season. Defenses are already treating him like a star. That kind of respect usually takes years to earn. When you watch the Mavericks play, you can see why. Every time he touches the ball, defenders collapse towards him. They know if they give him space, he will either drive to the rim or find the open shooter. His ability to bend defenses is already real, even if the scoring totals haven't exploded yet. His efficiency at the rim is quietly climbing too. After shooting just 53% during the first few games of the season, he's now finishing at a 62% clip. That number matters because it shows just how much he has adjusted to NBA contact and timing. Once he gets more consistent foul calls, those numbers will look even better. What separates Cooper Flagg from most rookies is not one skill. It is how complete his game already is. He can handle, pass, rebound, defend, and score. He plays both ends with energy and awareness. He does not chase numbers. He chases good basketball, and that is exactly what makes him so dangerous in the long term. Let's say he finishes his rookie season averaging about 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists on 44% shooting. That would put him in the same statistical range as Luka Doncic and Anthony Edwards in their first years. Both of those players went on to become all-stars within 2 seasons. There's no reason to think that Cooper Flagg cannot do the same. I'm not saying he will, I'm saying he can. The raw numbers are only the beginning. What they are not telling you about Cooper Flagg is that his impact cannot be fully measured yet. It shows up in a way where his teammates trust him with the ball, in the calm he brings to their offense, and in the way he adjusts every game. Beyond the numbers, what makes Cooper Flagg stand out is how composed he looks for a rookie. Even when his shot is off, his decision-making never wavers. Jason Kidd said it best after a recent win. He said, "He's one of those young guys who already knows what matters. The next play." That type of mindset is why Dallas feels confident building around him. Flagg's passing and processing speed are already elite. Tracking data shows that 68% of his assists lead to open or uncontested shots, an absurd number for someone still learning the NBA pace and position. He ranks in the top 10 among rookies for deflections and contested shots per game, showing how engaged he is on both ends. Even when his scoring dips, his impact stays positive. His current on and off splits shows Dallas' offensive efficiency rising by nearly 7 points per 100 possessions when he is on the court. That is star level influence even without shooting efficiency yet. What people miss when they only box score watch is how fast he processes the game. He reads help defenders early, manipulates rotations, and uses his handle to get into pockets of space. When he drives, the defense bends. His assist-to-turnover ratio currently sits at 2. That's proof that his feel of the game is translating against real NBA defenses. He's also quietly one of the most active rebounders among perimeter players, grabbing 7 boards a night and converting 31% of contested rebound chances. Those second chance opportunities fuel his team's pace. He might not be scoring 25 a night, but he's directly involved in creating efficient possessions almost every trip down the floor. And then there is his demeanor. He doesn't talk much. He listens. He learns. When he struggled early, like shooting under 29% from 3 and missing several close finishes at the basket, he was in the gym the next morning before a shoot-around. Defensively, he's still finding consistency, but the flashes are undeniable. He's averaging about a steal and a block per game per 36 minutes. Rare for a rookie wing who also runs the offense. His footwork against bigger forwards is solid, and his recovery speed allows him to erase mistakes, and most of his errors are timing issues that will eventually fade away with reps. When a player like Kevin Durant is saying he's ahead of his age curve, that means something. The fans might not see it right now, but the players see what's coming. Flagg is not just a raw athlete, he's a connector. The type of player who makes good teams better and great teams unstoppable. By the end of his rookie season, the percentages will climb, the confidence will grow, the mistakes will shrink. And once that happens, the league will realize that his slow start was just a setup for what's next to come. Because what they're not telling you about Cooper Flagg is that greatness doesn't always arrive loud. Sometimes it builds quietly in the film room, in the weight room, in the way a rookie sees the floor like a veteran. It's already here. Even if the numbers haven't caught up just yet, give it time. The shots will fall. The stats will catch up. And when it does, Dallas will have something special. A forward who can think the game, run the game, and soon, maybe even own the game. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.